Gamer Guys.
Gamer Guys, this is a weird place to start a Let's Play. I know that this is halfway through the first case of Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, but Bryson and I played the first half of this case last night, and
Spectacular.
I kind of got Bryson into Ace Attorney, so I'm okay. I'm happy with that. So
Great bait, mate.
here's the basis of this trial for anyone tuning in and actually wanting to use this Let's Play for a walkthrough for some reason, even though this is blind. Basically what is going down is the defendant I'll just state the defendant and the victim right now. The defendant is Phoenix Wright, who is the main protagonist of the first 3 Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney games. The victim is a Shady Smith, who those two had a poker game gone wrong where Phoenix Wright allegedly whacked Shady Smith over the head with a bottle, and that killed Shady Smith. And this Olga O'Reilly, that's how you pronounce her name, she was a witness. But not only was she a witness, she was helping Shady Smith to cheat in beating Phoenix Wright. This is where we're at right now. So here we go with the first testimony. That night I planted the card like I was supposed to, and Wright lost the hand just like he was supposed to. Then Smith searched him, but the planted card was gone. The trap failed. The next moment, Wright picked up a bottle and swung it. It wasn't me who hit Smith. It was that no good cheating defendant. A surprisingly frank testimony that still leaves us mostly in the dark. The trap was perfect, I tell you, perfect, if that rotten cheater hadn't messed it up. Look who's talking. Well, the testimony, for what it's worth, is all yours, Mr. Justice. With witnesses like her, who needs criminals?
Apollo's hair's on point.
Oh my god, I know. Alright. And with defendants like Mr. Wright, who needs prosecutors. Sorry for that pause. I was on Snapchat, Snapchatting this one chica. So, the best laid traps. That night, I planted the card like I was supposed to, and Wright lost the hand just like he was supposed to. Then Smith searched him. The planted card was gone. The trap failed. Hey, what do you remember from last night, Bryson?
That she's a lying hoe.
Well, yeah. But do you remember what what Phoenix had said in the lobby? Because wasn't there like some weird habit with her whenever she was lying, like she would hold on to something?
Yeah. Oh, what was it?
Something to do with her neck. It was either her hand or her neck, or it was both.
Oh, when she got nervous, she would like
Right.
Oh, she like would she tilt her neck, or would she
she put
her hand on her neck?
I think it's this. It has something to do with this statement. So here's the thing. I don't think there's anything I can really present. So
press it.
Yeah, let's press it. Let's press it.
Hold it.
Hold it. Wait, isn't that a little odd? What's odd? You searched Mr. Wright thoroughly and found nothing, which means he didn't cheat, which means he had no reason to strike the victim. Well... Oh shit, what the fuck? What was that just now? I sensed something. Was it your spider sense? Was your spidey sense tingling? Dude, apologize.
He's Spooder Man.
Dude, apologize, this is Spooder Man. No, nothing, Your Honor. What to do? Should I press her a little harder? Oh.
Press her panties a little harder is what I'd do.
Miss O'Reilly, you're hiding something.
Oh, that triggers me. It looks like Orly.
It's funny
Like,
because last night, Bryson and I had a huge argument as to whether or not her last name was O'Reilly or Orly, and literally the next time I clicked the play button down here, it She had said that her name was pronounced "oh really," and I just remember flipping shit on him.
It's gay. That's all I'm pointing out.
What are you talking about? You? Me? Quick fingers, oh really? Hiding something? The defense will refrain from baseless accusations. I have one question for the witness then. You say you saw the moment the defendant hit the victim. Is this true? Of course it's true. I did see it, honest. I saw one right hit him.
Dude,
With my own eyes, I saw it. What's this weird vibe I'm getting? That witness, for instance, Miss O'Reilly. She would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Aha! We called it! Touching her neck, was it?
I'll touch her neck any day of the week.
Yo, this is trippy.
Whoa.
Dude, the
You're
audio just
gone
got,
and
like, really
I gotta
scratchy.
stay. Hi. All
what's
the
going
time.
Whoa, what's going on? This sensation is coming into focus. Dude, he's tripping balls. There, that twitch, it's so clear. It's like I could perceive her habit like I couldn't before. Let's perceive that motherfucker.
Told him
Gotcha.
you took meth.
Gotcha! Miss O'Reilly, perhaps you are unaware of this yourself. Unaware of what? Whenever you get to a certain part of your testimony, you touch the back of your neck with your left hand. My neck? So what? What indeed, Justice? I hadn't noticed anything of the sort. When she says that part of the testimony, she's subconsciously recalling something. Her body reacts to the memory and she touches her neck. I'm sure of it. A memory? Would someone care to explain what he's babbling about? This is highly unusual, but let's ask the defense. You claim the witness is remembering something. Maybe you have evidence of this memory to show us? Her habit is scratching her neck whenever she talks about the moment of the crime. So
She's remembering the Holocaust.
What would remind her? What would remind her most of the moment of the crime? Miss O'Reilly, whenever you recall the crime that night, you scratch your neck. I've noticed it happens when you think about the moment of the crime. There must be some reason behind this habit of yours. I believe the weapon that left an erasable impression on your neck did this. Yeah, of course. I honestly think it's from Mr. Phoenix's phone.
You used to call me on my cell phone. Dun, dun, dun.
Real talk though, probably the bottle. Whenever she talks about the moment of the crime, she touches her neck. And what reminds us more of that moment than this bottle, the murder weapon? But something doesn't fit. If you're the only witness to the crime, why would that make you touch your neck like you're in pain? What's he talking about now? It was Mr. Smith, the victim, who was hit. Not you. The witness's habits, they're completely irrelevant. Justice, I'll admit, I'm a bit confused myself. This is certainly a unique cross-examination. Damn straight, I'm looking at habits, motherfucker. Now's our only chance to break her. Break her pussy. Miss O'Reilly, please testify in detail about the moment of the crime. The very moment. Bryson, what are you talking about? The audio just cut out just then.
Uh-huh.
Yet, I am knowing nothing.
Why is she back in little girl form? This isn't okay.
We know you're not Russian. You see, it's funny, and this is why I absolutely love this game. The game can kind of tell what you're gonna say before you say it, or think it, and it'll just simply straight up tell you. Like, you just said, we know she's not Russian. What did Apollo just say? She's not fucking Russian. Same thing goes with us arguing over her name. I wish I would have gotten that on recording. That was beautiful. The witness will testify, please. Now.
See,
fine.
That's just not okay.
He's the one who did it. I didn't let him out of my sight until the cops got there. Okay, so here's something you also missed, Bryson, because this is something I'm actually picking up on now. So let's take a look at the evidence real quick, because I don't think you were here for this. Phoenix was the person who called the police, and in order to call the police, he had to go to the first floor. So he went to the first floor while she was still downstairs, which doesn't really add up.
God, if you have Alzheimer's, you're screwed for this game.
Oh, I know. If you can't remember a single thing, you're screwed.
Never been an attorney, ever.
Miss O'Reilly, we have a record here that clearly contradicts what you said. It states that the police were alerted by a report from the defendant. And we know that the defendant left the room, climbed the stairs, and made that phone call from the first floor of the Borscht Bowl Club.
Nah.
So explain how you kept your eyes on the defendant when he left the room entirely. Yo, is that her breakdown? Something you need to know about the characters in Phoenix Wright, they all have breakdowns. That the man who picked up a bottle and swung it that night wasn't the defendant.
It was me. Dang, fam.
Wasn't me.
She got me lying on the sofa.
Wasn't me. You dirty cheat. Check his pockets. Now.
Oh, baby, I'll
It's
check
gone.
your pockets.
The card's gone. You lose. Ah! Just then, Smith grabbed the bottle from next to Wright, and he hit me. Motherfucker hit me. You, some master of cheating you turned out.
You gon' hit me in front of my friends.
I can't even do a high squid. That was a tip.
Puberty, guys.
When I came to, the victim was already dead. Is that it? That's why I couldn't reveal who I really was. If it came out that I was in league with Smith, I'd be a suspect for sure. Well, where does this leave us? Madness. This is madness. This is Sparta! This is so, like... It appears our prosecution is at his wit's end, and frankly, I can't believe him. Yeah, this case, for a first case, this is kind of ridiculous. Like, you can definitely, like, if... Bryson, if you had played this game first out of, like, instead of, like, the original games, would you be, like, extremely lost with the mechanics and the logic of Phoenix Wright?
Well, I didn't know who Phoenix was until you told me.
Exactly. You most likely... Well, if you have some logic, then you might be able to piece some things together. Mr. Gavin, sir? Sorry, also, I sound sick and awful. My nose is stuffed up, and I have an upper respiratory infection. It sucks.
Nigga, you always sound awful.
That's true.
You
I
gotta beat
believe
that
that,
out.
as the defense in this case, we are compelled to call Miss O'Reilly a big fat liar. Three were in that room the night of the murder. The defendant, the victim, and her. And she has a motive. Her plot foiled. The witness got into an argument with her client, Mr. Smith. And the denouement, oh my god, I can't even pronounce that word, Jesus Christ, of that argument was
The
murder.
denominator.
Shut up, don't bring math in there. It's a trap. It's a trap! Oh,
We're not aiming for the truck.
So so Bryson and I actually were also talking about this yesterday. Bryson says he still thinks Phoenix is the killer, and I sat there and I was like, you know what? I think there are gonna be two suspects in this trial. It's either gonna be Winston Payne or it's gonna be Mr. Gavin.
And who we got?
You still want to keep that bet going?
Sure.
Who do you think is the killer of this?
I just don't like Phoenix's face right there, so I'm gonna say Phoenix.
See, I don't know. Like, honest to God, I was just joking.
Does he always like rhyme? We tangled webs we weave when we practice to deceive.
No, he's just cool like that, Mr. Right.
Ting himself. Process.
Such a hasty conclusion. It's not like you, Christoph Gavin. What are you saying? Why not consider the other possibility, that there was another person in the room at the time of the murder? Right, like Mr. Wright was saying before recess, a single card was swapped into the victim's hand after the murder, and the one who swapped the card didn't know two colors were being used. A fourth person. Huh.
Objection!
This theory again, your fourth person doesn't exist. Indeed. That's why I decided to bring this case to court, here where there's no escape and no chance for deception. The perfect place to catch the real criminal. The real criminal? And we're in luck. A clue to the real criminal's identity was kindly provided for us, and right at the beginning of the trial. Oh, you weren't here for the very beginning of the trial.
Now I'm lost.
Apollo, perhaps you know what I'm talking about. Sorry. Remember what I said. The fourth person who swapped the cards made one critical error. He or she wasn't considering the color on the backs of the cards. Right, but how could such an obvious mistake occur? The cards were used for the last game were red. Yet there is one person here in our court who thought those cards were blue. Oh my god.
I'm confused. I wasn't here for the beginning.
Hold on. I am just making sure. It was red that was used in that last game, right?
I guess.
Bryson. I was right. I think I was actually right. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Who thought the cards used in the final game were blue? So here's the thing. Winston...
He's 61?
Yeah.
Ah!
Winston hasn't brought up a single thing about these cards. Olga has clarified the cards for us.
She's 21.
Shady's dead. Phoenix is...
No, you gotta say Shady. Cause
no,
he's shady.
Here's the thing. Gavin, at the beginning of the trial, said that they were playing a poker game where the cards were covered in blue.
See, I wasn't here for this part.
Exactly, you weren't here. Honest to God, my memory sometimes. Jesus Christ. Like, I don't have photogenic memory, but there are sometimes I can go back and remember shit.
Like, click on, let's go.
I'm just making sure I'm right. I just want to make sure I'm right real quick. Shady's dead. Slim Shady's dead.
I'm Slim Shady. Yes, I'm the real Shady. Are you other Slim Shadys or some Slim Shady? So what? The real Slim.
Please stand up. Please stand up. Phoenix is currently asking the question, so I don't think it could be him unless this is a trick question. But at the same time, he hasn't brought up that the cards were blue. Olga clarified it. I'm gonna go with Kristoff.
He just said the cards blue. Look,
no,
he's right above it.
He's saying that, but he's saying at the beginning of the case, and at the beginning of the case, we only had these four people, one of which is dead, one of which is a defendant who didn't bring up the cards at all, and the other one is a prosecutor who's shitty.
And before it's the judge.
Gavin is the one who brought up the fact that the cards were blue. Present.
And another reason I don't think it's the 61-year-old guy.
Your eyes and ears are as sharp as your hair. Damn straight they are. I was right. Yeah, I was right. Yeah. Kristoff Gavin, you were the fourth person that night. But of course Mr. Gavin knows the color of the cards. How would he? As you can see, the photo of the crime scene is black and white. You can't tell which of the cards are blue, the ones on the floor or the table. But look, you can see the colors in this photo. Yes, but when he said the cards were blue, it was well before this evidence came to light. It is true that the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim, yet it was only that, a game in the purest sense, a competition, Your Honor. A competition? Yes, a test of wits, a silent clash of passions. Only the cards, their backs wreathed in blue flame, know its final outcome. Fuck yeah!
Damn straight.
Well, Christoph? Mr. Gavin? Gavin? I think it's Gavin. Mr. Gavin, is something the matter? No, nothing. Excuse me, it's just so sudden. Right, you aren't seriously accusing me, are you? Oh, Christoph. You know I never take a joke this far.
Objection! Objection!
This has gone beyond ridiculous, beyond dumb. This is insanity. The defendant accusing his own defense attorney of murder? I assure you I'm quite sane. But what possible connection could Mr. Gavin have to the victim? I wasn't aware that I had a connection to Mr. Smith either. Yes, but Mr. Gavin and the victim have never even met. Whoa, what if they have? Oh shit. What the hell are you suggesting, Phoenix? Mr. Wright, the defense would like to request that you testify to the court. The defense would like to request no such thing. What the fuck? He's guilty. Christoph is guilty. Bryson, I fucking called it.
I just don't like his freaking faces that Phoenix makes. It's not cool.
Testimonies must relate to the case. How could anything happening before that game of poker be related?
It's always the guy with the long hair.
I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Gavin. As I explained, the defense believes that Miss O'Reilly... Am I to assume you speak for Mr. Justice in this? He is a defense, not you. Oh, shit. Wrecked.